Ladies, gather around and let's elevate the conversation. This is Girl Talk and Wine, where we go beyond the surface and dive deep into the conversations that actually matter. I'm your host, Robin J. Some of y'all call me Sunshine on a cloudy day. And I am so grateful for that I can be a shining light in your life. I'm here to guide you through the sacred power of sisterhood, divine alignment, and personal growth. Today, we're uncorking something truly special to me. So grab your favorite glass and let's get into it. This is more than just a podcast, it's a movement, a sisterhood, a journey that we're all on together. I mean, let's face it, sisterhood isn't just a feel good word that we throw around when we want to get in our quote unquote girl power moment. It's something far more profound. It's ancient, it's psychological, and it's deeply spiritual. So grab your glass because we diving in. Before we jump into sisterhood, let's do a quick rewind for those of you who may have missed the first two episodes. Episode 1 was about self awareness, the foundation of growth and alignment. Without knowing who you are, how can we expect to heal or grow? In episode 2, we redefine feminine energy, an episode where we peel back the layers of what it means to embody feminine power authentically and in balance. Both of these themes tie into today's episode because when we cultivate our self awareness and a strong sense of our feminine energy, we become stronger contributors to the community, especially sisterhood. Let's start here. Human beings are social creatures. We are literally wired to connect. Psychologically speaking, community isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. But not just any community. We need spaces where we feel seen, heard, understood. And ladies, that's what sisterhood provides. Sisterhood is an antidote to isolation. It's the collective bond that counters loneliness and supports our emotional and mental well being. Think about it. Whenever you're feeling down, who do you call? Who's in your corner telling you to shake it off, to rise again? That's your sisterhood. And this community isn't limited to blood relatives or lifelong friends. It's any group of women who rally around you in your time of need. We could even look at it from a more philosophical perspective. In a world that prioritizes individualism, sisterhood reminds us that our power lies in connection. Alone, we may accomplish much, but together we heal, we evolve, and we thrive. It's a reminder that healing happens not in isolation, but in community. The great philosopher Aristotle says, man is by nature a social animal. I like to think that Aristotle would have definitely been down for a good sisterhood wine night. Anyway, here's where it gets interesting. Sisterhood isn't just a support system, it's also a mirror. Our sisters reflect back to us parts of ourselves that we can't always see. Sometimes they reflect our strengths, showing us what we're capable of. Other times, they reflect areas that we need to grow in. Those blind spots we all have. And let's be real, it's not always comfortable. There's a reason we sometimes resist sisterhood. The closer we are to someone, the easier it is for them to reveal our vulnerabilities. And that's scary. But that's where the growth happens. I've had moments where I wanted to retreat from my own sisterhood. It's not easy when the women closest to you hold up that mirror and say, sis, you're not living up to your potential. Honestly, it's uncomfortable, but it's necessary. That's why sisterhood is such a potent tool for growth. It challenges us to step up to be better while also providing a safe space for that transformation. Now, let's talk about the divine aspects of sisterhood for a moment. Sisterhood is more than just a psychological necessity, it's a spiritual alignment. There's something almost sacred about women coming together to support, uplift, and heal one another. In many ancient cultures, women gathered in circles to share wisdom, stories, and healing practices. Those gatherings were deeply spiritual, an acknowledgement that healing happens in community, and that each woman brings something unique to the circle. When we're aligned in purpose and intention, sisterhood becomes a divine experience. It's no coincidence that when you find your true sisters, everything aligns. The conversations feel deeper, the healings feel swifter, and the support feels limitless. That isn't random, it's divine alignment. I truly believe that certain people are placed in our lives for a reason. When we open ourselves up to these connections, we allow God to guide our healing process. Here's the thing, we're stronger together. This isn't just a cute saying, it's a psychological fact. Research shows that sharing healing, especially in close knit communities, accelerates individual healing. When one of us heals, it creates space for others to heal too. Sisterhood isn't just emotional support, it's intellectual stimulation, spiritual growth, and psychological healing. Hold on, and let's not forget the intellectual power of sisterhood. In the words of Bell Hooks, when women bond, they are able to create meaningful change in the world around them. Our collective knowledge, experience, and wisdom elevates not only our lives but the lives of others. Sisterhood encourages us to share ideas, question assumptions, and push each other towards greater awareness and understanding. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Robin, this all sounds great, but how do I actually strengthen sisterhood in my life? Well, glad you asked. Let's break it down with some practical tips that can help you build and nurture your own divine community. So, I would suggest you get a pen and paper right here. Blah, 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 blah. Let's get it. Number one, be present and open. First off, you got to show up. Not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. Be open to the connections that are waiting for you, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Number two, create safe spaces. Sisterhood thrives in environments where women feel safe and vulnerable. Whether it's a group chat, a regular meetup, or a full on retreat, create spaces where you and your sisters can express freely. Number three, practice active listening. Oh, that's so important. Listen, not just to respond, but to understand. When we truly listen to each other, we create bonds that go beyond the surface. Number four, celebrate each other's wins. Do not just show up for the hard times, even though that is important, but celebrate your sister's successes. Like when we uplift each other, we create a culture of abundance, not competition. Number five, offer grace and forgiveness. That's so rich. Let's be honest. Sometimes we're going to fall short. We're human. But you'll hurt a sister, or maybe a sister will hurt you. In those moments, choose grace. Healing can't happen if we hold on to grudges. Okay, ladies, now it's your turn. Who is part of your sisterhood? Whether it's your best friend, your mom, your work sisters, who are the women that have helped you heal and grow? Take a moment to reflect. And if you're feeling bold, drop it in the comments or share with your tribe. Let's lift each other up today. Hopefully you all been journaling and you can maybe jot down some of the answers to the questions. As we close today's episode, let's remember, healing doesn't happen only in isolation. It also happens in community. Sisterhood is more than just friendships or support systems. It's the mirror that reflects our growth, the divine alignment that propels us forward, and the intellectual power that helps us evolve into our higher selves. Through Girl Talk and Wine, we're not just talking. We're building a divine sisterhood where healing, growth, and transformation happen together. So let's continue this journey, one conversation, one connection at a time. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more deep conversations, collective healing, and of course, a little wine. And as always, remember, God is, I am, you are. Until next time, this is Robin J, aka Sunshine on a cloudy day. Sending you love, light, and healing vibes. Cheers, sisters.